Close your eyes for a second. Picture an angel. Chances are you are seeing a figure with soft white robes, feathered wings, and a glowing halo, warm, gentle, almost human. It is the image we have been fed by paintings, movies, and stories for centuries. But here is the truth. That image is a lie, not a malicious one, but a simplified one. Something our human minds can wrap around, something that feels safe. Because the real angelic hierarchy, the one rooted in Christian tradition and biblical visions, is nothing like that. It is not a collection of kind, human-like beings with wings. It is a system, a hierarchy. And the first thing you will lose as we climb is the comfort of seeing something that looks like you. We start at the bottom, not because it is the least important, but because it is the only place our human eyes can focus. These are the angels, the guardian angels, the ones closest to us. The word angel itself means messenger, and that is their role: to guide, to protect, to carry messages between the divine and the human world. You have felt them before, even if you did not call them by name. That split-second intuition that makes you stop before crossing the street, just as a car speeds by. That quiet comfort when you are lost, like someone is standing beside you, even if you cannot see them. That is the guardian angel, close, familiar, almost tangible. But here is the first shock. They are the lowest rank, not the strongest, not the closest to the divine, just the closest to us. If these beings, who can brush against our lives so gently, are at the bottom, what waits above? Stay with me, because this is just the beginning. The guardian angels are kind. Yes, they feel familiar, yes, but they are the first step on a ladder that leads far beyond anything human. If the lowest rank can stand this close to your life, can whisper in your ear, can save you from a moment of carelessness, would you still want to see what waits above them? Drop your answer in the comments. Do you keep climbing? We climb higher, and the air shifts. The warmth of the guardian angels fades, replaced by something sharper, something that feels like history in motion. Here, we meet the archangels. These are the ones with names, names that have echoed through millennia, names that are woven into the fabric of religious tradition. Let us start with Gabriel. In biblical visions, Gabriel is the messenger of the divine, but not the kind that whispers gentle reminders. This is the angel who came to Daniel to explain visions of kingdoms and empires, of endings and beginnings. This is the angel who came to Zechariah to tell him of a son who would prepare the way. This is the angel who came to Mary with a message that would change the course of human history. You will conceive and bear a son. Gabriel's power is not in strength or battle. It is in words. A single message delivered at the right moment can shift the fate of nations. But remember, fame does not mean height. The angels humans remember by name are not always the angels closest to the throne. If Gabriel is the messenger, Michael is the warrior. In medieval angelology, Michael is the leader of the heavenly host, the general who stands against darkness, who battles the forces that seek to disrupt the divine order. He is the angel associated with protection, with courage, with the defense of the faithful. Stories speak of him wrestling with demons, of him leading the charge in the heavenly war against Satan, of him standing as a shield between the human world and the chaos beyond. He is a figure of strength, of resolve, but again, he is not the top. Even Michael, the warrior angel, answers to a higher order. Because in this hierarchy, no single angel stands alone. Every task, every battle, every message is part of something larger. A machine of divine order, with each rank serving a purpose we can only begin to understand. We climb higher still, and the focus shifts from individuals to crowds, to cities, to nations, to entire civilizations. This is the realm of the principalities. If guardian angels watch over individuals, principalities watch over the structures of human life, kingdoms, cities, religions, communities. They are the guardians of order on a grand scale. Think of a city that rises and falls, a dynasty that endures for centuries, a people that remains united through chaos. According to tradition, these are not just the result of human choice. They are the shadow of the principalities at work, guiding, protecting, maintaining the balance between the human world and the divine. It is a chilling thought. If a single person has a guardian, what invisible order watches over the fate of a nation? And if principalities stand above archangels, what stands above them? The second question, we've left the comfort of guardian angels behind. We have met angels who move kings, warn prophets, and shape nations. Gabriel's message changed history. Michael's sword defends the divine. Principalities watch over empires. If an archangel can move a king, warn a prophet, or change the direction of a birth, what kind of order must exist above them? Do you still want to climb? Let me know in the comments. The air grows thinner now. The human world feels distant, like a memory. We have entered the second hierarchy, the realm of powers, virtues, and dominions. Let us start with powers. Forget everything you think you know about angelic protection. Powers are not here to comfort you. They are here to defend. They are the border guards of the heavenly realm, the ones who maintain the line between the divine and the chaotic, between the sacred and the profane. In medieval tradition, powers are associated with spiritual warfare, not the kind that battles with swords, but the kind that defends the boundaries of the divine order. If there is a defensive line, there must be something to defend against, a darkness that lingers at the edges, a chaos that seeks to break through, and we, as humans, are just on the other side of that line, unaware of the battle that rages just beyond our sight. Words start to feel thin here. How do you describe an order you cannot see? Next, the virtues. If powers defend the border, virtues sustain the order within. They are associated with miracles, with courage, with the harmony of the natural world. But here is the counterintuition. A miracle may not be chaos breaking the rules. It may be a higher order moving through rules you cannot see. When a storm calms in an instant, when a sick person is healed against all odds, when a person finds the courage to face their deepest fear, these are not random acts of kindness. According to tradition, they are the work of virtues, messengers of the divine order, weaving grace into the fabric of the natural world. They do not break the rules. They reveal a higher set of rules that we, as humans, are too limited to see. The virtues remind us, the world is not chaotic, it is ordered, and that order is far more complex than we can imagine. Now we reach the top of the second hierarchy, the dominions. If powers defend and virtues sustain, dominions govern. They are the commanders of the lower angels, the ones who assign tasks, who maintain the divine command chain, who ensure that every angel, from the highest archangel to the lowest guardian, fulfills their purpose. The dominions are not warriors or messengers. They are administrators of the divine order. Picture a hall of light, not filled with voices, but with silent commands, thoughts, frequencies, intentions that flow down through the ranks. A guardian angel's gentle nudge, a Gabriel's message, a Michael's battle. All of these are not random. They are orders passed down from the dominions, part of a grand, invisible machine. The heavenly realm is not a chaotic gathering of light. It is a system, a hierarchy, and the dominions are the ones who keep that system running. The third question, we are no longer in the world of human comfort. We are in the world of order, of borders, of commands, of miracles that are not random, but intentional. Powers defend the line, virtues sustain the order, dominions govern the machine. If miracles are orders and orders need commanders, would you still call this place peaceful? Do you keep climbing, or do you want to go back to the familiar wings and halos? Tell me in the comments. We climb higher, and human language begins to fail. The air is no longer air. It is light. It is sound. It is a vibration that hums in your bones. We have entered the first hierarchy, the realm of the highest angels. And the first thing we meet is not a person. It is a machine, a living, burning machine. These are the thrones, also known as Ophanim. In the book of Ezekiel, the prophet describes a vision of the divine throne, wheels within wheels, covered in eyes, burning with fire, moving in perfect unison, never turning aside. This is not a chair for a king. This is the throne itself, the physical manifestation of the divine order. The Ophanim are not angels in the human sense. They are beings of pure order, of pure observation, of pure praise. If a burning wheel covered in eyes moved toward you, would your mind call it an angel, or would it fail before finding a word? These are the thrones, the first step into the realm of the unknowable. Next, the cherubim. Forget the chubby, winged babies you have seen in cartoons. That is not the cherubim. In biblical tradition, the cherubim are the guardians of the forbidden, of the sacred knowledge, of the divine presence, of the edge between the human and the divine. After Adam and Eve were expelled from the Garden of Eden, it was the cherubim who stood guard at the entrance with a flaming sword to prevent humans from returning to the tree of life. They are depicted in visions as complex, multi-faced beings, with the faces of a human, a lion, an ox, and an eagle, covered in wings surrounded by light. They are not gentle. They are not welcoming. They are the guardians of a threshold that humans were never meant to cross. The cherubim remind us, some knowledge is forbidden, not out of cruelty, but because we are not built to bear it. To look upon them is to feel the weight of our own limitations, to realize that there are things in the universe that our human minds cannot comprehend. We stand at the edge of something vast. The thrones hum with the order of the divine. The cherubim stand guard at the forbidden threshold. This is no longer a journey of comfort or even understanding. This is a journey of surrender, surrendering the idea that we can make sense of everything. The cherubim guard the tree of life. But what are they really protecting us from? Is it the fruit itself, or the knowledge that comes with it? The knowledge of the divine, of the order of the universe, of our own place in something far larger than ourselves. It is a knowledge that would shatter us if we could hold it. And yet we keep climbing, because the higher we go, the more we realize the angelic hierarchy is not about power. It is about order, and that order is more beautiful, more terrifying than anything we could have imagined. The fourth question: we've left human shapes behind. We have seen wheels of fire and multi-faced guardians. The cherubim stand between us and the sacred, a warning of what we cannot touch. If the gate to life itself needed cherubim to guard it, what do you think humanity was never meant to touch? Do you keep climbing, even knowing that the next step will take you beyond anything you can understand? Let me know in the comments. We climb the final step, and everything breaks. The light is no longer light. It is a fire that does not burn, but sears your mind. The sound is no longer sound. It is a chorus that echoes in your soul, a wordless praise that vibrates in every cell of your body. These are the Seraphim, the highest rank of angels, the ones closest to the divine. The word Seraphim means burning ones, and that is exactly what they are. Beings of pure, unquenchable fire, surrounded by light that no human eye can bear. In the book of Isaiah, the prophet describes them with 6 wings, 2 to cover their faces, 2 to cover their feet, and 2 to fly. They do not cover their faces out of fear. They cover them out of reverence for the divine presence they stand before, a presence so holy that even the highest angels cannot look upon it directly. The Seraphim have no need for human forms. They have no need for names. They exist only to praise, to serve, to be close to the divine. The highest angels are not the ones closest to you. They are the ones closest to what you cannot survive seeing. You stand at the edge of the divine. The Seraphim circle before you, their fire casting no shadows, their praise filling the air. And you realize you cannot describe them. You cannot name them. You cannot even think about them in human terms. Language fails, imagination fails. Your mind strains to grasp what you are seeing, but it is like trying to hold water in your hands. The Seraphim are not beings you can understand. They are beings you can only bear witness to. You are not here to learn. You are not here to gain power. You are here to stand in awe, to realize how small, how limited, how human you are. The higher we go, the less human this gets. And here, at the top, we are no longer human enough to understand. We can only feel the weight of the divine, the beauty of the order, the terror of the unknown. This is not death. This is the end of human cognition. This is your final choice. You can step back to the world of human-shaped angels, comforting stories, and familiar wings. Or you can take one more step toward the fire that never turns around to explain itself. What do you do?